The show starts in 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go.
I'm in. I've done it at long last. I've got another screen here. I'm just seeing that I've on YouTube. And obviously, there looks a bit of a delay there. But anyway, hey-o. Right, let's just see the comments. I can see the comments as well. This is something I've done this a long time ago on this live software. So just getting a bit used to it. Yes, tap water is fine. What's that got to do? Anyway, I can see. Oh, yeah, all top people. Okay. What I'm going to do, guys, I'm just going to turn off my other screen over there because that's put me off a bit. Right. So some people are saying free sticker Wednesday, Sunday. So anyway, let's get on with it. So this is hopefully going to be what's going to be happening over the next couple of weeks if it all goes well. So Wednesday evenings at 9 o'clock, I'll be babbling away. I've got quite a lot of questions, I must say. But guys, the more questions, the more I can keep doing this. So if you've got any comments, any questions, I should say, please add it below it in the video and not so much in the chat because it's I find it a little bit harder to do it on the chat. But anyway, you get the gist of it. So what else I've got to say before we get into it? Oh, yeah. So obviously on Sunday, I'll be back here doing it again in the evening, 9 o'clock to 10 o'clock p.m. And during that 1 hour slot, I will be giving you, let's get this right, because I've written it all down, see. So on Sunday, when you hear... oh yeah, that's it. I can see it now. When you hear this, guys, you've got 5 minutes. This is on Sunday, not now. On Sunday, if you hear that, you've got 5 minutes to say free sticker Sunday, and then the following Wednesday, I'll pick the winner. And when it comes to the end of the 5 minutes, I'll put this up. I like messing about, don't I? So anyway, so that you got the gist of it, hopefully. I don't need to keep explaining it, do I? Anyway, let's go back to the comments. So we've got Bentley Boy, we've got Cliff, we've got Glenn, we've got Royers, Simon. Yeah, George is in as well. Top people. I think there's a load more was in there. Yeah, Wayne, Emma, Steve, Jim, Yubbis. I know it's not his real name. And Shandy Drinker. Well done. And no doubt loads more. And on this one, it didn't tell. I think looks like I got 26 in the house. Anyway, don't forget, guys, the likes. Don't forget the likes because that's a big help. Okay, so don't forget with the camera. It's up there, isn't it? So Sunday, that is, not today, but that's up for grabs on Sunday. So the questions I'll be talking about. Anyway, last October when I did all the other questions, when I did the daily vlogs, I never finished them off. So I've got a few questions before I even get around to hang on, it's all right, I'm just moving my mouse so I don't knock myself off. Yeah. So I've got a few questions from last October. So some of these are probably going to be a little bit old. So if Angela's watching this, no doubt I didn't see her on there, but anyway, Angela asked me back in October. Anyway, Angela was saying, so she might have even gone back to the UK. But anyway, let's give it a go. Could be returning due not to enough money when only one of us has got the person's pension. Okay with both, but once one of us is on its own, it's tough, as I don't think Spain has assisted payment. Maybe you know what is available. So I think I get the idea of it now. Angela's obviously her partner's passed away, or I don't know, and she's by herself now, and obviously she's struggling, living off one pension, and she was asking about, is there some sort of help that you can get? Um, Good question that, and I did a bit of searching, and I found a good website to check out, guys, and that's called Support in Spain. And it's free. It's an information site. It's got loads of stuff on there about, if you can't afford to pay for bills and whatever else, and it also tells you, obviously, because different parts of Spain gives more help than others. Obviously, unfortunately, the Murcia region is not a big help. All it's saying, in the Murcia region, you need to contact your town hall, and there should be somebody in the town hall that can put you in contact with maybe social services. um, but what I've managed to do, like I just said, I've found that support in Spain. Now, obviously, on Camposol, we've got age concern. And for those people that are thinking about that, I'll just put out the number now. And that is 634, Spanish number, obviously, 634 344 589. Obviously, if you're ex-military, like me, British Legion is one place to contact. Even better, because I used them with SAFA. Obviously, SAFA's based, well, as far as I know, I don't know if they got an overseas branch, but I know back in the UK, and they've always told me if I've ever had a problem, even now, no matter what service you was in, that they're pretty good at helping. But yeah, I mean, obviously, Social Security, it sounds like you can get help, but it's known obviously who to contact. But yeah, age concern is probably a good start, I must say. Right, Angela, recording stop, eh? Recording stop for free plan. Recording has stopped you. Okay, so hopefully you can still hear me. Obviously, because this is a free site. So I'm hoping, yeah, I'm sure I'm still babbling there. Anyway, guys, just let me know, just in case you can't hear me. That's the only thing about these free sites. Anyway, getting on. Stuart asked me back in October, this is, guys, question for you, or who wants to advise. My son has dual nationality. He's got a South African passport as well as a UK passport. Uh, okay, good. So I'm still alive. That's the main thing. Can he do the 2 times 3 months stay in Spain? So he's got what he's on about. Can he do the 90 days, 90 days out, 90 days back in, which is 6 months on the UK, and and he can go back to South Africa, being outside the. Well, anyway, I'll get on the bit my bit now, and I. So what he's saying really, can he come in, even though he's got a South African passport, but he's got a UK passport? So what I put down was anybody that's outside the EU, obviously you come under the 90-day rule, and you can have up to 90 days, and then you've got to be out for 90 days so you can go back to South Africa or back into the UK. But it's worth, Stuart, checking out the Gov UK site. That'll give you a lot more proper information. Angela's popped in now. I don't know if it was you, Angela, who asked me about the money thing. Anyway, getting back on. So I've got Steve now. Oh yeah, this is okay. This is good. Now this Steve. He asked me this in November. What's your plan on the wall on the side of the pool? It's on the books. This right. So I mean, if you haven't noticed, I think I showed beginning of last year. I was off the air. Well, the daily vlogs. I was off for quite a while, and I said I was going to do a lot of building maintenance. And if you looked this year, it's still the. I've taken all the rendering off the wall that's along the pool, and To be honest, we got loads of it. We've just been re-rendering the walls up on the sunroof. That was in a bad state. We've done that. Our next job is we got a job in the basement here. We're just putting a new kitchen in, and we got the plumbing to do. And I think the job after that is that rendering of that wall all along the pool. God, we got so many jobs going on, and it's all about money, unfortunately. But yeah, hopefully, Steve, that's going to be done this year. Yeah, it's going to be done this year. Right, Cheryl, let's have a quick look. Oh, else. Yep, well done, Thomas. So Cheryl was asking, can you talk to the charities around Camposol and talk about what they do so people know what's involved? So I had to say it's not easy really because obviously because they're charities and they're voluntary workers, they haven't got a lot of time really. And trying to organise a meeting with these people, I did one a while back. I think a couple of years ago, I did with Fast. They're like a sort of a St John's ambulance voluntary that go where anybody falls over, even though obviously anybody that does get injured, you got to, if it's really severe, obviously you call the ambulance first, and then you call fast. I'm talking about Camposol, and then you call fast, and they come out. Anyway, trying to arrange that chat was, hey Yogi, you're a top man, and nice to see you in, and you're already there giving. That's what I like to see. You're giving. Yeah, anyway, and it took a long time to sort that out. But what I will say, while I'm saying that, there's loads of charities in the area, and not just on Camposol, in the surrounding. I think there's like football charities that help out the local football team in Mazaron, and also not just for us people on Camposol, obviously the Spanish kids and whatever. There's a lot going on, but obviously on Camposol we've got MABS, which is a cancer support. They've got an office, like a respite place for people that are suffering from cancer. They've got Noah's Ark, there's an animal rescue. They've got a charity shop on B, if you notice, loads of stuff in there. And just as I mentioned, MAP's got a charity shop in Toltana, worth a look in there, guys. Big shop, got lots of stuff, like furniture, clothing, especially clothing. And then I got the Samaritans, and you got Age Concern, which I mentioned before, and many other things. And these are just the charities, not on about the voluntary groups, but the charities. Yeah. All right. So my next question: how we doing? We're doing good. I got Mr. B 2 Man. So I don't know if he's going to be on here, but I'll take it. It obviously lives on Camposol. So he's saying, what about Camposol crime? Question mark. See, my next door is very bad. So I'm not too sure if he's on about C or whatever. Anyway, on Camposol. Anyway, yeah. Yeah, I mean, there is crime. There's no point in me saying, oh, no, it's all safe. And we do get crime. And I think the other day, actually on B, a house got broken into while they were asleep. And I think they just took some personal stuff and they nicked the car. Now, I'm not too sure if they got the car back. It seems strange that they nick cars. Cars are pretty traceable these days. But on saying that today, when I was on the sunroof putting the washing up, I did see a police car. He'd pulled over somebody and just checking their license and whatever, and obviously searched the car and that. So the police, which is good to see, the police are around. I've got to explain that Camposol is like a town. It's a massive place. So we do get crime. Thankfully, nothing too horrendous. But it's like any place where you live in the world, you're going to get crime of some sort. Now, on Camposol, they've got a couple of Facebook groups letting people, information, what's been going on, like some mugging or whatever. And also, when it gets bad, because what it tends to happen in the area, we get these gangs that move into like Mazaron or down the coast, and they start doing in the cash machines and whatever. There are a lot of groups that start patrolling around Camposol to keep an eye, reporting things. And one of the things I will mention, there's a great app that you can download if you live in Spain, that is, guys, and it's called Alert Cops. It's all one word. It's run by the Guardia, the police. Very useful. It's if you get attacked or you see something going on, you can take a photograph, and you just press the button. Either they'll come straight to you, or they'll call you, vice versa. And you just, if you've got a problem with the language, you can tell them, you're English, and they'll get back to you. But also, if you don't know, I go out a lot by myself, going out exploring, and obviously the wife worries that I might get lost. Now, on that, you've got a tracker, so my wife knows really, obviously GPS tracker. She knows where I am, and if for some reason I do fall over, I can activate that tracker and get assistance. So, Alert Cops, a fantastic free app, very useful, guys. So, carrying on with the questions, lots of questions. This is good to see. I see Kev's put up a message there. I got pulled over by Mazaron Plot last Thursday. Quite nice experience, really. Yeah, I mean, unfortunately, I've been pulled over by the police. One for speeding. Yeah, I've never found the police aggressive or nothing like that. I suppose when you used to watch the old TV programs where the Spanish police would pull you over and chuck you down the neck, they're not like that now, guys. They're pretty well, very, very respectful, I've found anyway. So going on to the next question is by Mark. Hi, Sean, looking to retire in Spain in about 18 months. That's probably a lot less now because that was back in November. Is Camposol worth considering? Heard some conflicting views about the place, and I've seen the Homes from Hell video. Would you recommend buying there? So, well, I obviously would, because I've been living here for over 9 years now. But what I would say to anybody thinking about moving, be it Camposol or anywhere in Spain, you need to come over and have a look yourself, guys. And I don't just mean look at the property, I mean look at the area as well, because there's no point. I mean, I've known people to buy off the internet because they've seen a bargain, and when they get there, it's back on the market again. So, guys, if you're thinking about coming to Camposol, yeah, watch the video, please do. But you need to come here and have a look yourself, and you get a different view of it then. Yeah. What else do I say about that? Oh yeah, I just said recommend. Yeah, come here and have a look yourself, Mark. So, how am I still doing? Oh, so I'm up to date now at long last. Right, I'll just do this questionnaire. And you're saying, "Good evening, mate. How much do you pay in housing council tax equivalent in your region?" Well, obviously that's still going to differ. Now, as far as I know, he's on about the council tax or the IBI tax. Completely different here in Spain. I just pay one payment. That's in, I think we do it about sort of October time. Now, I'm right in thinking you pay for the size of your plot. I might be wrong on that, but my council tax or IBI tax is, and it's all going to depend on your property or your size of your plot, and it will differ from each region as well. But I pay €500 just about. Now, some other places will differ. Now, obviously, can't say if you're going down near the coast. Obviously, if you've got an apartment, it's going to be like half the price. I know on some of the golf resorts, but most of those places of apartments, you're probably talking about 250. It's nothing like the UK, guys. I think when I left, I was paying about over £200 a month. Yeah, so the council tax here is pretty cheap. But I can't say if you're living in Barcelona, no doubt it's going to be more extortionate. And if you're living up Madrid way, it's probably going to be the same. I don't know. But in where we are, it's pretty reasonable. I mean, I don't think 500 is that bad. And I know a lot of people pay a lot less. So, getting back onto this week's questions at long last, which is in February. And this has come from Fiona. What's going on with the hospital on Camposol? And also, Ian asked the same question as now. What's going on with the new hospital on Camposol? I'm told it's closed because turns the page because he couldn't get private medical insurance companies on board. This is a shame, and hopefully it will change. So, what I can say, yeah, things have changed. Now, the hospital was supposed to open last year. This time last year, it didn't open until about June or July, and it had an A&E, and it was going to be a 24/7 hospital. And I think before they knew it, within about a couple of months, they had. I think the main, because it's a private hospital. Got to remember, guys, there's nothing to do with the Spanish hospital. Even though the Spanish health system was going to help, obviously give them work as well, but because the private health insurance companies haven't signed up with the contracts yet, and that's been going on since last November. It's now only open from Monday to Friday from 8 o'clock to 3 p.m. So it's only open Monday to Friday, which is such a shame. And it spent over 11 million building this hospital. But at the moment, there's been no sort of big private health insurance companies. And we're talking about DKV, ASSA, those sort of companies. As far as I know, I heard nothing, and all I know, yeah, they're only open between 8 and 3, which is such a shame. But hopefully, because it's got all the latest equipment, it's got some robotic thing as well, where some surgeon in Madrid can operate on you from his home, no doubt. But anyway, at the moment, it's not shut. That's the main thing. It is open, but it's not doing what it's supposed to be doing, which is such a shame. But hopefully, things will change this year. So I've got a question from Glenn. While I'm just looking at that, I'll just this is what we got here. So I'm just having a quick check of the questions. Because we have a villa on Lower Sea, cheap to run, 15 minutes from the beach, and lots of bars and eateries. A and B from Thomas. Mine, I've got 2/12 of my old UK. So yeah, Kev's saying making a big saving. What's the best pub on Camposol? Pub? We ain't got pubs here. You mean bars, don't you? I don't know. I'll be honest, I'm not a bar person. So the last person you want to ask, I mean, they got loads of bars. There was a new bar opened up the other day on B. I think B's got the most bars. I think it's called Murphy's. You got two Irish bars now on B. Murphy's and the one next door that I can't think of it in my head at the moment. And then you got Bar Salad, and then you got Trevi's in it, and then you got another one that I can't think of at the moment. I think it's a sports bar. Yeah, I mean, there's quite a few. Oh, the Black Ball is another one. And on where I live on A, we got Cats. We got Tails, and I think that's it. Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't. What would be the best pub? I wouldn't got probably the cheapest beer in it, but I'm not a drinker, so I wouldn't better tell you that. But no doubt somebody on here be able to. Shannigan's. That's the other one next to Murphy's. Right. So when do I get to Glenn? Did I just do Glenn? Glenn. Oh yeah. Okay. Here's a good one. Glenn. Question for you, Sean. I know you can bring your car over for 180 days. But how long does the car have to be out of the country before it's allowed back in? So it's the same sort of rules, really, with the 90-day thing, really. So I got this off the internet because I don't know, because I live here and I've got my own Spanish car. But the basic rules, as general rule, a non-resident can drive a foreign registered vehicle in Spain for up to 6 months in a calendar year. However, for a Spanish resident, it's just 30 days from the date of the vehicle first entered the country. Vehicles from the UK can be temporarily imported into Spain for up to 6 months in any period of 12 months. So I'm right. The way I'm reading this is it sounds like you can bring the car in for 6 months and then it's got to be away for 6 months. But hey, I don't know. But there are plenty of people out there that do this sort of stuff. But yeah, I suppose if especially if you're a holiday home, I mean, I know some people that have got a holiday home here, and they bought a cheap car, and they just leave it in Spain. Obviously, they have to do the ITV, like they do, like an MOT as well. I think that's another cheap option. Some people will use the airport car parks. They're pretty cheap, especially when we do long-term parking. But hopefully, Glenn, that's got you answered. Victor's in will be. Oh, will the three amigos ever come back? Do you still have communications with the other two? Yes, I do. Says Vic. Yeah, I do, Victor. Yeah. He's talking about Steve and Harvey. Yes. No, won't be back because Steve, if you didn't know, he's a he's a boss man now. He's got his own business with Mandy. They opened the tech shop on A, and Harvey likes going out on his bike. I don't ride a bike, but yeah, I still see him. That's the main thing, isn't it? But the three amigos, we do go out together sometimes, but not as the three amigos. So the three amigos, unfortunately, have gone. But we're still in contact with each other. That's the main thing. Funny enough, I'm going out with Harvey on Friday. I'll probably be seeing Steve in the week for a cup of tea if he's watching, Steve. Right. Okay. Next question is by Robert. Hi, Sean. We are in Mazaron in March and April, and we will need to. Oh yeah, we will need a data SIM card. Have you any ideas where you can get one? Many thanks, Robert. So, just talking about Steve from the tax shop, Lobster. Now I use Lobster. Very good. It's an English-speaking site, and you're not tied into anything as well. You can open up anyway. One of their deals is you can have 100 gig for €12.99 for 28 days. But if you go into the tax shop on Sector A upstairs, go in there and ask for Mandy. She'll sort you out with the SIM card. So, Robert, if you're watching it now or watching it later, that's where you got to go. Get your SIM card. You get a good deal. Top man. So my next question, how we doing? Okay. Oh, he's in. He's in there. Look, here's the other amigo. So hang on. I just got Thomas here. Car, yes. We have a Spanish car. Pay ITV insurance annually. Pay airport parking and air parks. So I'm just reading all this, We got our Lobster from Steve. Well, Mandy actually, and it's perfect. So yes, it is. So top people. That's what I say. If you mention my name, they won't give you any discount. Anyway, Tim. Right, it's going to be the last question, guys. I thought what I'd do on a Wednesday, because I won't do it all now on Sunday. I'm going to have something to talk about. So this is going to be my last question. This is from Tim. What are the house prices doing on Camposol? Prices are going up. Oh, yeah. So that's what he's asking about. Is the prices, how's the prices doing on Camposol? Well, you probably know, yeah, things are going up now, price-wise. I think all the cheapy houses that you were able to buy a couple of years back, they're just going so quick. But they're still there. You can still get a bargain, but prices are going up now. So, but don't rush into it. What I would suggest, I mean, I think we got 7 estate agents on Camposol itself, and now on about offices. That's not including all the online. There's loads of online sites as well based around Camposol. I know there's a lot of Dutch online sites as well, and obviously we've got estate agents at the Condado just up the road down at the Mazaron Club. Country Club. They've got estate agents there. What I always say, and they don't like me saying it, but what I would say is go on all their books, guys, because not everyone will have the same sort of properties up for sale. And obviously the ones that do, if you're on their books, you get a bargain. But on saying that, Tim, what I always do, you guys, you've got to come in and have a look yourself. Don't just go online and you say, oh, there's one there going for 60,000 with a swimming pool. that's not going to happen, obviously, but you might do. Oh, but saying that, I shouldn't say that. There are some properties on Camposol. I'm talking about the Monsoras that have got a community pool, so you can buy your property and you've got the use of the community pool. And on A and yeah, I think C and D, they got community areas as well. So you haven't got to have a pool yourself. You can use a community pool. That's if you buy the property. Obviously, you get a key for it. And some of those properties, yeah, probably about, I would say you probably, if you can get a bargain, about 80,000 upwards. But prices are going up now. They're not like there was a couple of years back, prices were sort of quite level, but now prices are going up. And if you're buying a new one, not on Camposol, but on the outside areas, I've noticed the plots of lands are getting smaller now. The price of land in Spain is going up. And obviously new builds, the properties are getting a lot smaller. So yeah, just use all the agents. Don't just use one. They'd like you to use one, obviously, because they want to flog it to you. So anyway, that's going to be it then, guys. I got down to Tim there, so I'll just mark that. So I don't talk about him again. Tim, you're a top man. But anyway, so I've got that done. So I'm going to be back on Sunday, 9 o'clock, but I'll be on for an hour. So I thought I'll be talking about for an whole hour, but I've got quite a few questions there. I think I might be all right. But what I will say, guys, if you've got any questions, Phil, I can do that as well. Why no stickers on offer tonight? There it is. Oh, God, this camera is so... Oh, it's over there. So, it's not on tonight, Des. It's on Sunday. So, Sundays is going to be the... Hang on, I've written that down as well. Let's get this... Say, because I'm all organised. I bet some people probably think, what the hell is this guy on about? Right, so on Sunday, I'm going to be calling it the Free Sticker Sunday Questions About Spain Live. And that's going to be on at 9 p.m., which is obviously 8 p.m. UK time. And for you American people, it's probably going to be sort of late afternoon. Anybody in the Australia, because I know some people from Australia, Adrian, if he's watching, probably later. I think theirs is sort of like the next day, maybe, I don't know, early morning. Anyway, so, and Phil, just before I'd say adios, Phil's there. Do you like the DJI? He's got the DJI, yeah. No. Anyway, but I'll be bringing a video out on Sunday talking all about the DJI Flip drone. What an amazing drone it is. I love it so much. But watch the video I'll be bringing out on Sunday about it. So I'm going to say adios, amigo. I've got 31 in the house. I can't see any likes because on this site it doesn't show me that sort of stuff. So I'm going to say adios, amigos. Thank you much for popping in. So, like I said before, if you can put questions below the video in the comments there, I'll answer those questions as much as I can. So, adios, amigos. And Steve's got into the Spanish there, the bonus noches. Adios. Can I turn it off? I can't.